Alright, we're back. More FF7. Let's put this so I know how long I've been running. I like to know how long I've been playing so I can wrap it up after a reasonable amount of time. But also, like, sometimes I'm like, wow, what a big scene. Like, I should end it. We're like 10 minutes in. Uh, so we've been through Nibelheim. We added a new character to the party. We promptly ignored that character. And we could use some hypers, but we only have 3. You know, it doesn't really make that much difference. All right. So now we go up Mount Nibel. This is where the reactor was. Obviously, this reactor is very important. It's where Cloud and Sephiroth went, and Tifa went and was stabbed by Sephiroth, and he, as he said, thought she was a goner. It's also where Genova was being kept, and it's where something happened and Cloud survived, and we don't really know why, and Sephiroth disappeared after that. So, scene of many events. Natural Magic is just so good for the MP, right? 8 MP to do 300 to all enemies, right? When, like, okay, Tifa did 500 there, but that's because she was hitting a flying enemy. So that's like a bit more than a normal attack, right? And so he's getting damage that's like an improved regular attack. Let's see Clim Hazard. We haven't seen that yet. To 3 enemies, or to however many, 5 for just 8 MP. Like, if you think about Bolt at least at the start was something like, well, I guess Bolt was like double damage, and if you did it to all, it was like 1.5, which is kind of comparable, but it doesn't scale nearly as well. To get this, you'd have to be closer to using Bolt 2, and we are, of course, not using Bolt 2 to get that result. So, yeah, we're in very important plot locations. The Rune Blade. That sounds like it goes on Cloud. Double and 40. I will take it. We should check Materia. Yeah, it breaks up all in fire. So we're gonna arrange here. No, we're gonna move around within ourselves. We'll move HP. We have to go to exchange. We'll move. We don't have a paired way. Can we equip an armlet that has the double pair? No. But we should be upgrading her. Okay. Well, we'll just leave it for now. We still have all, because he has Matra Magic anyway. He doesn't really need fire to hit all. The important part is having Cure hit all, I think, because that's the much less replaceable effect, right? We can use Matra Magic or Aqua Lung if we want Cloud to be hitting things hard in variety. God, that sword looks stupid. To my eyes. Might not to yours. I think it's funny when Cloud covers this move, how late he hops over to block it. Like, it's right at the end of the animation. And so they've been, like, getting hit by this thing for, like, a second. And then he comes in at the very last second. I guess we didn't get the animation there. But I'm amused by that. Alright, so last time we went to Nibelheim, we got a new character. We learned that the town is in perfect condition. The woman living in Cloud's house was like, why are you lying? The people were like, we grew up here, we've lived here our whole lives, you're clearly not from here. Um, there was never any fire. Why would you say something so horrible? That's weird. I think the explanation is pretty straightforward, so I'm not gonna like pretend it's all hidden. Just 8 MP. What a good move. Uh, I think quite clearly it has been covered up what happened. And there's really only one group that you can see him covering just at the last moment there. There's really only one group that makes sense to be covering this up, right? So, but I like this because this is a different example of Shinra villainy than we've seen before. right? This is different bad behavior, and you want varied bad behavior in your villains. I think that's important. So they have covered up what happened with the reactor, as you know, your villainous evil corporations are wont to do. But I think it's nice the game doesn't have to quite spell it out. It might do later, but it might not, um, or at least not for a while. It's been a long time since I've played this, which for me means like 3-4 years. But it's kind of nice to. The last time I played it, I just wanted to play it over and over again, and I played it too much. I've mentioned this before, I'm sure, but it's nice to come to something after having spent a little more time away from it than I often do. I should be running away from these. They just do a whole bunch of damage when they hit you. Yeah, Cloud's cover looks so silly to me. Should do more healing with Nanaki because his MP is a little less valuable because he doesn't have enemy skill on him. Obviously, I could repeatedly like switch around materia between fights, but who's got time for that? And Cloud does more damage by physically attacking. So it would make sense to have Nanaki on more healer duty. And this bridge has been rebuilt, which is very nice. We don't have to... Will it fall down again? Is this Uncharted, where every bridge you cross must collapse and be destroyed? It is not. Spoilers. We've fought these before, but I'll queue up all the attacks and then start running. Just in case we don't successfully run. We did run. And so we won't get the experience for that kill. Brilliant tactician here. Oops. Have we had boss fights? Ooh, these tubes each lead to a different place, and different ones give different things. We'll just go through them in order. You know. All right, that brought us to right next to where the boss is. Which is not useful. We will climb back up and do the other ones. All right, that's too many enemies. Aqualung would deal with it well, but maybe we'll steal, see if there's anything nice. It won't stop. All right, let's see what Aqualung can do. Maybe we'll have escaped before Aqualung goes off. Nope. Doesn't seem like it. All right. If Aqualung's gonna go off, I guess we'll fight. Yeah, that's what I thought. Very strong move. Really kind of weird to use on a trash mob like that, but nice to show it off. Alright, we're not touching the boss yet. We're doing all the tubes. Huh. How do we get back up? Tricky. Alright, I guess we gotta go this way. And hop down. I think there's nothing down here. We have to go into the cave. Against this boss, I believe we can learn Trine, which is kind of a Aqualung type move. I think it's a bit weaker than Aqualung, but also cheaper. But it's another thing where it like Matra Magic is like maybe like kind of on that bolt or fire level, right? Maybe it's a little stronger. I don't remember, maybe don't know the like or never knew the actual like multiplier used. But it's something like maybe like it's like bolt 1.5 and right, this is where we fell when we fell down. The bridge when it collapsed. So it's like, say, bolt 1.5 or 1 1/3 or whatever, like the equivalent of that kind of power on a move. Nothing there. And it automatically has all attack, which makes it a really nice move, right? It's 8 MP, so it's, compared to like 5 for the level 1 spells. And it has a really solid effect. Automatic all, fair MP cost, right? If like it's 1.5, it costs basically 1.5 times as much MP, and has all attack. So yeah, anyway, it's obviously a very good move. I think Trine is more in the like, we now have access to like Fire and Bolt 2, and those cost 22 MP. And I think Trine costs something in their vicinity and is like a 2.5 strength move hitting all, which is obviously another very good move. And then I think Aqualung is more a 3 power move, the equivalent of like Bolt 3, but I could be wrong on those numbers. Tifa's been stocked, which is tad annoying. There we go. Just get off her move as quickly as possible for the damage. Hopefully she hits the one on the left just to finish it. Nope. Oh, that finishes something. I'll take it. And yeah, so I think it's good when blue magic, the kind of magic you can learn from enemies, really does give a boost over what your other magic can do. Otherwise, it always feels like a lot of effort for very minimal reward. And there's a bunch of blue magic things that don't have much use, but I think this one very clearly is in the this has use. I think I could get through that tunnel earlier, but didn't. Oh well, won't try again now. Too many enemies. Sorry. Now it's freezing up. Okay. That was because the button I have chosen to be my circle button, my confirm button, is the Apple key on my Mac. I'm a Mac person. And the button for run away includes the S button. I have S as L2, or R2, and A as L2. We got another elemental materia. Is there much we can do with this? Probably not, but we have extra slots, so let's think about what we want to put there. Let's put the elemental, because that won't hurt her attack at all. Maybe we'll get throwback to help her vitality. Could do death blow. It would increase her crit rate. I think we'll do throw. Nah, yeah, let's do throw. One difference to a stat is not gonna matter, but it's something. That's a weapon for Vincent. We, as established, will not be using Vincent, except maybe, as I said, there's a glitch late in the game. Against the super bosses at the end of the game, um, pretty much everyone uses strategies relying on a specific summon, which is just by far the most powerful non-limit break move in the game. Also takes forever to watch. We have another enemy that feels things. I forgot that this one did too, as well as the Yang is excited or Yang is happy we saw last time. But what was I saying? I don't know. I lost it. Yeah, brain dead. No idea what I was talking about. Huh. Who can say? New enemy type. But this is actually, I think both of these we've seen weaker versions of before. I think these are two of the first enemies we've seen that are sort of reskins. But we're seeing now they're getting a version of Quake 2, their movesets are changing. It's never quite. There's always weird variety in this game. And that makes it in some ways seem less precise in its design than a game like FF10. And it can also make it seem a little more like something to explore where there's going to be weird things that don't quite make sense wherever you go. And I think both of those can be nice. Alright, we're gonna heal at the start of next fight. But I think this one's over. Yeah. Earth Drum. I think that casts like Earth 2. We have made it to the reactor. Let's go in. I think this is just a dead end, though. I think like we can explore the reactor, but there's nothing past it. I'm a little lost, by the way. I hope I didn't lock myself by going in the tubes in the wrong order and not knocking down the ladder first. I don't think I could have, but if I did, I will be deeply annoyed because I'm pretty sure there's good items on the rest of the tubes. Alright, cannot go into the Genova chamber anymore. Shouldn't one of these be knocked over from when Sephiroth flashed it? I don't remember exactly. Alright, but clearly Genova no longer here. And as I complained about during the flashback, this place has not been checked out by OSHA. Where safety and health protocols are not being followed. This is not a safe workplace. You shouldn't be running on 2 beams over the stuff as soon as you go in, with huge falls below you. Ridiculous. Someone should sue. We got to get OSHA on this. Shinra needs a new like of their like kind of chiefs of each sector. Like Palmer is space, Heidegger is what is Heidegger like? General economics maybe. Scarlet is weaponry. The Turks are under Heidegger. Scarlet is weaponry. What else we got? Reeve is industrial development. Let's take out the bird. I think that's the highest damager here. And then we'll heal once we've used our limits. Yeah, I think nothing really is going to happen this episode, but I will be very annoyed if I screwed myself out of items. We may have a rage quit coming. Now, normally I haven't cared about items, but I really think there's some useful stuff here. And I could be making that up. But I think this is important. So there's no other way to go here, right? Okay. We can't get back that way. We never lifted the ladder. We never lifted the ladder. Oh, I'm going to be so sad. I guess we'll be able to come back. We can come back from the other angle by the time I would care. Ooh, dragon. And we fought a dragon before because we came here with our boy Sephiroth. We're a little stronger than we were in that flashback, but we don't have Sephiroth. Pretty powerful. You want the things that look like they should be powerful enemies in a game to have more powerful moves than the other things around them. Otherwise, it always feels like a big letdown. And dragons, yeah, that feels right, Dragons hit hard. Probably have to heal Cloud again if I want to not go down. I'm having trouble figuring out which this will heal, but hopefully I picked the right choice. Good. All right. If I didn't, healing Tifa wouldn't be such a bad mistake. And hopefully, while the other two are attacking, Cloud's bar will fill up, and then he'll get priority. So we'll be able to get in Clim Hazard before the enemy can go. I do like that limits always have priority, except for Yang is feeling excited or whatever that was. Don't know what was going on there, but aside from that, limit breaks have priority, and that's nice to see. I think that gives a tool, and just also makes limit breaks feel like a powerful effect, right? So okay, I must be able to go through this cave. No? Huh. Alright, well. We could futz around there more trying to get to the chest, but actually... How... Oh, I'm lost. Alright, we don't need to fight these. How do we get back to the game proper? I really did not think I would get lost playing FF7. But here I am. Where to go? Alright, keep running away from stuff. Let's heal Cloud. He definitely needs it. Good dodges. Man, I am surprised and mortified by my confusion. Can we go back here? Is there anything here now? There wasn't before. Oh, hey. The path goes somewhere. But where? Nowhere. Where to go? I'm genuinely confused. Alright, let's run away. This happens all the time with games, you've never played before, where, like, something doesn't click in your head and you're not sure where the game wants you to go. But not with games you've played many, many times. Like, I'm in the mode of, show off this game I know so well. And then I walk into, like, just a dungeon you have to do in the middle of the game. And I'm like, wait, I'm lost. What do I do? And not, like, a famously confusing dungeon or anything, right? People talk about, like, I don't know, the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time. This ain't no Water Temple from Ocarina of Time. Last time I was talking about Zelda on this, which I don't know why it came up, but probably because, the recent Zelda game came out and people are talking about it. But it got me excited to go play Link's Awakening, so I went and played Link's Awakening after. It was good. I like that game. I think Link to the Past and Link's Awakening are good games. Alright, nowhere else to go but this cave. So there must be some kind of Alright, we're gonna find this treasure chest. We're gonna go get this treasure chest. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then we go through this cave. And now we can get the treasure chest. Okay. Sure, everyone watching this was like, what an idiot. Does he not know how to get to that chest? And the answer is, yeah, what an idiot. I agree. I am on board. We're gonna use a heal, and then we're gonna run. One kind of strange choice is that you can't use the effects of all out of battle. So if you do want to heal all and save the MP from that effect, you have to do it in battle. Okay. There's nowhere else we could go. Maybe we can run past the reactor. Maybe there was another exit there. In fact, we can do this and see all the exits. Oh, I'm very wise. Now you're impressed. He may be lost, but he knows about the select button. Ooh, fancy. This is useful for one dungeon in particular, I think. At the end of the disc, which it's going to take us forever to get to. It's a very slow playthrough. I think of this game as like kind of taking... But I mashed through dialogue, right? So I now think of it as a much shorter game than it actually is. Yeah, only one exit on this map. So, made it to the reactor. Ah, what a fool I've been. Alright, we did it. And we can knock down the ladder. What a miracle. Okay. Now we can just climb back up after we go down the wrong tubes. Okay. Panic averted. I hope it was enjoyable to watch me rather than be like, aha, I know so much, look how smart I am. Be like, wow, I am a dumbass. Okay. The power soul is an equipment. We can give it to Tifa. It has double. It has fairly low attack. We are not going to be touching it for now. And we're gonna jump through the other tubes as well. I should heal while I have the chance. Oh, I like that he stops mid running animation. That's cute. And she stops mid running animation. I wish they stayed in that animation though. I think that would be entertaining. I also think Red has the best running away motion. It's like, because obviously he's a four-legged creature who's funny, and we still got the escape to work because he had successfully, the odds of escaping it had successfully come up. You escaped, even though he was stopped after. That's kind of silly. I feel like I should not have been able to escape there. And I wouldn't have if it hadn't decided I had escaped before he was stopped. Okay, so of course the smart thing to do would be to look at the tubes and see where they actually lead, so as not to go down tubes that don't take you somewhere useful. But we're not smart. I feel like this dungeon has higher encounter rates than most of the others. Maybe it's just because I'm running from everything and everything is doing pretty decent damage. So each encounter feels like a bigger pain than usual. All right, I think I just accidentally went down 4 when I meant to go down 3, but I'll take it. All material. That's pleasant. And that's probably all we need. We have a save point and a boss. No fear. You have to run up to it and confirm, which I think is good. I think you shouldn't like have to skirt around it to avoid battle. Okay, we'll steal. Probably uselessly, but 375. We've seen more from dragons. Let's use Big Guard. It is a boss. Let's respect it slightly. It only did that much because Tifa's in the back row. I keep forgetting that. Boss clearly is not weak to wind. We're not doing extra damage with Tifa. Oh, I forgot about that. Shell lowers the effect of cure. If you want to heal someone who's been shelled or protected, you should use an item because it will reduce the damage from all magical sources. That's curious. I think that's not necessarily true in other games in the series. And I think that's probably a bad choice. I think it probably shouldn't have that effect. Clem Hazard for sure here. Oh, but he might die. Oh, no. Okay, good. Worried there. We're going to be using high potions on Cloud. Keep Cloud up because this boss is using all physical attacks, at least so far. Oh, actually, I have an idea though. I think this boss is another boss weak to bio. So let's try bio. And I guess we'll... Okay, it didn't work that time, but that doesn't mean it won't. Good dodge by Tifa. Alright, Shell is gone, so I didn't need to do it that way. I'm gonna keep Cloud up for healing. I really want to poison it. It took a while to poison the last one, so this has clearly been an ineffective strategy for me. But if this doesn't work, I'll switch off this idea. Yeah, we did it. I don't know why I get so excited about that. It's like, I could have done lots of damage during that time. Sure, I should have been using bio. Like, that's a reasonable way to attack this. But is this actually going to do much of the damage needed? Probably not, right? We hit for 250 a hit. It does heal itself, though. Yeah, and we do 260 a hit off that. So it's like having a 4th attacker every cycle of attacks. That's pretty good. That was worth spending a little time on. I just thought if it's like close to dead anyway. Oh, and this, we love to see this. Also note all affects each spell separately. So if we use Cure and All enough times that we lose access to All, because we only have 2 uses of All because it's level 2, we would still have 2 uses of All on Cure 2, which is a funny effect, that it's each spell individually, not the materia as a whole. And I'm really glad we learned Trine, because Trine is a very good move. And one of the kind of like Matra Magics, your sort of level 1 improvement. Trine is your level 2 improvement. And Aqualung is your level 3 improvement. Something like that. Aqualung might not be that much better than Trine, but it gives you options and it's in a different element. It's electricity. So, very nice thing to add to the resume. This should, I was going to say Clim Hazard should finish it off at this point, but it's already finished. I like poisoning bosses. It makes me feel like I did something other than pure attacking. And we get the counter materia. This is great. We will be putting it on Tifa. Ooh, we should put it on Cloud. Because Cloud has covered. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to give cover to Tifa. And we're going to give counter to Tifa. Do we need Chocobo Lure attached? Probably not, but we don't need this elemental either. So we're going to give counter attack. And so she's going to cover other characters. She will take reduced damage because she's in the back row. We have her on long range. And then she's going to counter attack whenever said damage is incurred. And so instead of having Cloud take tons of damage, we will now have Tifa take much less damage. Sadly, we could not bring our buggy through the mountain range. So our buggy is now not a thing of the past, but not going to be available to us for a while as we move out into the wide world. There's a forest. If we hadn't gotten Yuffie yet, we could get Yuffie in one of these forests. And a new town. So I think we'll save and stop before the new town. But things will be happening and the world will be opening up to us soon. That's an Uggo dragon. I think we'll Blade Beam the dragon to get, rather than Clim Hazard it, because Blade Beam might be enough to take it out. And doing, 200 to each of the others is better than just taking it out. It must be able to critical on the others because it did 180 and 360. I didn't know that there was a chance for criticals on the beams that come out. That's really odd. Did you know that? I definitely did not know that could critical. And I think we'll stop here, but made some progress. No story progress. Stories for next time. And best of all, I got confused. Very confused. Could not find the door behind the reactor. So, I had an amusing time at least. Cheers.